Hey everyone, I am going to trim back my fig tree. This is one of the figs that I propagate. They propagate very easily from cutting, and this is one of 3 trees that I have. As you can see, this one I've kind of let it grow and do its own thing, and it's literally could be a bush or you can train it into a tree. And I prefer fig trees being in a tree form. That way it's a little bit more cleaner and neater. The fruit on it, it's easier to get if it's not in such a big mess at the bottom. I trained back that one just a moment ago. Let me show you really quickly. Once I get over there, I just finished limbing it. It had a whole bunch of limbs that was growing. You can see the knuckles where I've cut. And then I was hoping that it had one lead that was straight, but it didn't. And the big lead right here actually started sending a branch out sideways. So I think I'm going to just leave this one, and then I'm going to leave this main one here. If for some reason that one gets really wonky and it doesn't go straight up, I'm just going to cut it back at the base and then keep this one as the main lead. Eventually I want to come in and top it off so that it branches from the side. Otherwise it's going to keep on getting tall, and you don't want it too tall because then you won't be able to reach your fig. But depending on your size and your garden, in my garden I can actually let it grow as big as it wants to. But then I won't be able to reach all the fruit, and then that fruit would go to waste. So I'm going to just keep it to the height that I would like, and then just maintain it. So over here, this is the one that we're going to work on. And you can see it's really bushy. So we're just going to go in there and tackle it. I'm going to do it into a standard form and instead of a bush. So this tall one here, it's about 7 feet tall. I'm going to leave it and then just kind of limb everything else at the base. All right, and it is starting to rain. So it depends on how much I can get done before this rain hits. Let me get this video set up. You can see there, I'm going to go stand next to it. I am about 5 feet, and this tree is about 6 or 7 feet taller. 6 or 7 feet taller than me, so we're just going to go in and just start cutting it. All right, so I got it into a standard form, which is a tree form. But you can see halfway up the knuckle, it started to branching out right here. And I couldn't decide if I really wanted to remove all of that and let it grow to be this tall. But I think what's going to happen is if I let it stay up here, it might be too tall. Look, it's producing a little baby fruit right there. If I top it off right here, which I did for now, and let all of these branch out into new branches, it's going to grow and be too tall, because usually it grows probably a good 2 feet in one season, at least minimum of 2 feet. So let's say if it goes 2 feet from here all the way out here, it might get too tall and I won't be able to reach it. Whereas the desired height, if I leave these guys here, and see how this one is just pushed out like 12 inches right here, and this is new growth. Like the older growth, you can see on this one is about almost 18 inches, almost 2 feet. So if you think about it, if you let it grow up here 2-3 feet up, you won't be able to reach the fruit. But coming over here, if you let it grow 2 or 3 feet out this way, you'll still be able to reach the fruit, and it's still tall enough that you don't have to worry about all the pests and stuff that's on the bottom of the tree. So I think what I'm going to do now is leave it where I top it off up here. See come springtime what will survive and what doesn't, and then I'll make a determination. I might end up just cutting it right here and then letting these, this is 1, 2 branch, 3 on this side, 3 here, and then this one, the 4th one. So if I let these 4 grow out, that would be perfect, because they're all going out in different direction, which is what you want, so they don't get too clustered and get moldy spots and mildew and things like that. Now they do leak a cloudy sappy substance. It is really sticky, and I would recommend wearing gloves, because I think it's starting to itch my skin. Even though I don't see any rashes yet, wherever I had interaction with the sap, my skin is starting to itch, even though I washed it. And it is a little bit latexy, like it's sticky, like a glue. So I would recommend wearing gloves when you are pruning back your, fig tree, and then removing any of them. Now there was one really tall one that I took off of here. I think I'm gonna try to root that as well as a couple other ones, and then give it to friends and family. Fig tree, you guys, if you want a really easy fruit to grow to start with, I would recommend a fig tree. They require very little help from you. They require nothing from you. You just put it in the ground and give it a little bit of fertilizer, and you're good to go. You don't have to do anything. It'll just take care of itself, and it fruits abundantly. Like right now, we're in mid-November almost. Well, almost mid-November. I think we are on the 8th or 9th of November, and you could see it's still fruiting, even though it shouldn't. I do have another one. Let me show you really quickly on the opposite side of the garden that I'm still picking fruit off. This one is lolling and going to its end stages. But over here, I just literally picked a fig off of here and ate it. But look, here's another one right there that's fully ripened and ready to go. Right there, I could pick it off right now and eat it. And then I've still got a couple more over here. So as soon as that frost comes, everything will drop. The leaves will drop. It's already doing it now, but it will drop. This one, I made it into a shorter standard, thinking that I would put in a pot, but then I decided to plant into the ground. It's pretty thick. Look at the tree. And I'm not sure. It's got some damage to the bark, so I'm not sure how long it will survive. So I've got a couple others to replace this one if it has any issue. I can't remember the variety of this fig. I'm sorry. There are so many different variety of figs out there, but this one is a decent size. It's like a small golf ball size, and it's really sweet. So I love the fig, and one of these days I am going to be adventurous enough and actually make fig jam, which is what my husband loves. He'll rather eat fig jam than the actual fig fruit itself. I like the fruit itself. But he loves fig jam. So one of these days I'm going to try to make fig jam, and then he's going to love it. And then we can preserve that and eat it on, when we need to. So that is just a quick way to train up your fig tree if you let it go and you want to cut it back and kind of make it more structured. That's a good way to go. Really quick, really simple. Thank you so much for watching, you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye, everyone.